Hi, I'm Marta, and usually on this channel I share with you simple, family-friendly meal ideas. But as promised, during the whole month of December, I will focus on my favorite holiday recipes. And today it's time for some delicious DIY Christmas gift ideas. For me, the best kind of gifts, and therefore the gifts I make for people I love, are either activities, so something that would give them a nice experience, or consumables, including all the yummy things that one could eat. And the gift idea I have for you today is kind of falling in both of those categories. It is a jar filled with the ingredients to make an intense chocolatey milk rice. I found this recipe in this cute little German book about chocolate, which I will link for you in the description box below in case you want to have a look. So what you are gifting here, it is this dry and ready form of milk rice, but it's extremely easy and actually pleasant to turn it into an actual dessert. The only thing that someone needs to add to make it is milk. The original recipe is calling for cow milk, but I replaced it with coconut milk for a vegan and lactose-free version. But before I show you how to make it, let me briefly mention some other easy and yummy recipes that will make a great DIY Christmas present. And of course I will link them all for you in the description box below. My top choice would be the amazing crunchy granola with peanut butter. It will make a great breakfast if you serve it with some yogurt. But one could also add it to a bowl of ice cream for an extra crunch. Another thoughtful idea is to offer to your loved one a jar of your homemade jam. I have previously showed you how I make my sugar-free plum jam with cocoa powder. Now the plum season is over, but you can use the same method to make a pear and vanilla or an apple and gingerbread spice combination. Which brings me to one of the more recent recipes I share with you here, the homemade Christmas spice mix. You can really follow your heart here and make a very personal combination of spices for someone to enjoy throughout the winter. Or you could use this Christmas spice mix to make a jar of aromatic gingerbread cookies. I will link for you my recipes for the healthy, sugarless, kid-friendly version and to the vegan ones with nuts and orange zest. Okay, so now finally I will show you how to make this gift jar with chocolate milk rice. So it is very important to choose a good quality chocolate. I tested different kinds of chocolate and I like it the most with dark chocolate, so something around 70% of cocoa. But if you are making it for someone who likes things rather on the sweeter side, you might want to use milk chocolate or a mixture of milk chocolate and the dark one. But I would avoid the white one. I made it once with white chocolate and it was not only too sweet, but also kind of boring and missing this chocolatey character. Okay, so you could simply use a chocolate bar that you chop with a knife, or you could go with those little chocolate chips. I actually found this brand which replaces the sugar in the chocolate with xylitol, which I believe is a healthier option. But whichever chocolate you choose, simply taste it. Okay, so for 2 generous portions, we will need a 250 ml jar. On the bottom, I put brown sugar. Then comes the rice. Here in Germany where I live, you can easily buy this so-called milk rice. But if you cannot find it, replace it with any other rice with roundish shape. You could, for example, use sushi rice or a risotto rice. On the top of that comes our chocolate. And that's it. Now decorate the jar, and I'm sure you can do a much better job than I did. And you can attach a little note with the instructions on how to make it. But it is incredibly easy. You only need 300 ml of milk. For a vegan or lactose-free version, coconut milk works great. Warm the milk up in a saucepan, and once it starts boiling, add the chocolate. The original recipe says to first dissolve the chocolate and only then add the rice. But I've tested it and it works just fine if you add both, chocolate and rice at the same time. Now we need to simmer it all at the lowest heat possible for about 25 to 40 minutes, depending on the type of rice you are using. And stir it once every 5 minutes to prevent from sticking to the bottom of the pan. With time, the rice will plump up and the starch in it will turn it all into this thick, chocolatey dessert. So now the original recipe said to sprinkle the milk rice with brown sugar. And I have to admit that at first I was very skeptical about this idea, but it actually works very well. If you make your milk rice with dark chocolate, a bit of extra sweetness is nice. But I especially love the texture the sugar adds. And I also sprinkled a gingerbread cookie on the top for an extra winter touch. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to stay up to date with all my newest step-by-step recipes, do subscribe to my channel and click the bell so that you are notified when my newest videos are out. Thank you for watching until the end, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!